You just bought a house. Hey, now we wanted to talk about the checklist and the handy guide for you as a first-time homeowner.
So we're going to break down monthly tips, quarterly tips, and yearly tips, and of course, talking to me all the time. So number one is going to be with monthly tips. So first monthly tip I'm going to say is change your filters. I know there are some filters out there for your HVACs that you can do every 3 months or 6 months, but why do you want to let all that dust and dirt sit in your HVAC? I think you should, personally, I think we should get rid of our old HVAC filters, toss them, and get rid of all of the dust that's been collected so that dust isn't sitting in your system and breaking the system. So you want to make sure that your HVAC is working. You want to replace your filters every single month.
Therefore, important, and also it's going to save you on energy and also the basically life of your AC unit.
Second thing is look at your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Make sure your batteries are active because you want to make sure that your safety is always there. What's the third thing?
Third thing is like a plumbing check that you need to keep eye on everything if you see any drips or leakage, and if you see it, pretty much prevent with the more and more damage.
Right, so you want to, you use those wet spaces all the time. So you want to just pay attention to your surroundings and take care of it, which then brings us to the next one. We want to make sure we're cleaning our drains, putting lemons down our garbage disposal, making sure everything is smoothly running every single time, because the last thing you want to do is put a bunch of stuff down there and then the garbage disposal doesn't work. And lemons keep it smelling fresh anyway. So you want to make sure your drain lines are working, your garbage disposals are working.
The next thing we wanted to talk about, the lawn definitely depends on your season. For example, like a spring or summer, we need to make sure we weed it out, and also take care of the lawn to be in a good shape. No?
Fertilizer. Also, exactly. Another thing is watch your utility bill. Make sure when you're getting your utility bill every single month, there's something on there that's starting to go off kilter. Like your water is more increasing, that you're using more water. Well, there's might be a problem with the water if you're using more water every single month. Maybe you are taking long baths again, more and more all the time. Or maybe you're doing nothing different and yet your water is increasing. So you want to find out why the water is increasing. So pay attention to your bills and look at what you're actually using. Don't just pay the bills, look at the bills.
Exactly. The next
before we get into the quarterly tips,
yes,
we need to do our introduction. So let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below.
Now we wanted to talk about really quarterly tips. That, for example, the first thing we wanted to talk about is deep cleaning.
Right. You want to not just the house, though. You definitely should be deep cleaning your house, making sure your windows are all working. There's no fog in the windows. You're clearing your gutters outside, and you're kind of looking at your roof. Even if you're doing nothing with the roof, every quarter you should have to be looking at the roof because things happen and you want to take care of things early.
Exactly. The next thing is prepping for the season, which like insulating the pipes. In a winter, check your air condition, change the filters, make sure that everything is in order for moving to the season. And also if you have a basically AC and heating system together, make sure that somebody comes.
That's next. That's okay. Yearly. Okay. He was jumping ahead. Yearly.
I'm talking about the season.
Yeah, he was talking season, monthly, quarterly, and now he went to yearly. Yeah, what should you do every year with your HVAC?
Oh. To explain.
That is when you would have your person come over every single year and give it a clean bill of health. An annual
which just helps you with the efficiency. Yeah.
Annual cleaning, annual checkup.
The next thing we wanted to talk about in the yearly property tax and homeowners insurance. Definitely the homeowners insurance is just good for one. Means if you stick with your first homeowners insurance or second homeowners insurance, they might actually bump up your homeowners insurance. Therefore, you need to shop for it every year and make sure that your monthly mortgage doesn't go above that what you're paying always.
And then also, of course, you're making sure that this money is coming out of your escrow, but you want to use your escrow wisely. So that's what he was talking about. Always
about the property tax every 4 or 8 years, depends on where you're living, your county, your city. That might be coming through the government and see if the taxes is changing. Therefore, that is going to be off of your hand, but it's going to affect your monthly payment.
Also, planning ahead is super important as well. If you can plan ahead, like you're like, I want to get rid of these rugs this year. How much is that going to cost you? How can you plan for these bigger improvements that you want to spend? How much money you're going to spend on that? How can you get there? So you want to plan ahead so it's not just like things happen and then it's an emergency situation. You want to kind of think about things that are important and then take care of them before they become urgent.
Exactly.
And then what should we do? Talk to me.
Exactly. Therefore, then you need to stay connected with Alan Victoria, which we are here. We'll love connect with you. Call us at 252.
And then if you are someone who's a home buyer
Okay.
and you are having an issue, you should also, we can talk to you about like, hey, maybe we can get somebody there for you if you have a question on things.
Okay.
Don't just go online. You can actually talk to us. We don't just walk away. Also, you have marketing updates, market data, so you can see, hey, what is going on in the real estate market, which is something else you should be doing yearly. How much is your house worth? How much money do you actually have in equity? Because maybe that's going to help you with a different home, help you with something else that you might need. And of course, referrals are amazing.
Yes.
I love to help your friends, absolutely.
And join us on Facebook, living in Greenville, North Carolina. We'd love to help you. And what else you want?
That's it. I can't wait to see you. The journey was just begun, and we're here to support you whenever we can.